الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر الخالق البارئ المصور الغفار القهار. There are 99 names of Allah.
It's not.
It's the crux.
It's not.
Because you don't know something.
Let me continue.
You don't know everything, do you, Sarah? You don't know everything, do you?
I told you. I am bound within the realms of what
So
I
the
know.
things you don't know, innit?
Many.
Right. But you know, but you do know. You speak to your ancestors.
I wasn't going back there.
Yeah, no, I don't know because you're challenging.
You know what's funny?
What's
You
funny?
guys seem to have more of a problem with my ancestors than I do.
No, we have a problem
than
with your
anybody else
hypocrisy.
for some reason.
We have a problem with your hypocrisy.
And you don't even know
We have
them.
a problem with your
You don't
hypocrisy.
even know them. They've never spoken
We have a
to
problem
you.
with your hypocrisy. That's
No, not just my
It is. You have no consistency.
Anyway, I was speaking.
You have no consistency.
What I was speaking. Human beings here don't know of anything that does that. They believe in something that does do that though.
They accept the idea.
Yeah, no, that's your term. That's your term. Not their term.
Do you believe?
If I was to ask,
Or you accept Allah exists through evidence?
my friend,
I know.
my friend,
Through evidence,
my
mate.
friend. Okay, so what? He spoke. Can I use him?
What's that?
This guy spoke.
No.
Can I use him?
No.
But he spoke.
Yeah, no, it was kind of.
You got a lot of these cannons on
Yeah,
your
I know
tab, bro.
you pick on those cannons.
You got a lot of these cannons. If I was to ask this guy, right, if he knows of anything in his realm of knowledge, does he know of something that has a genetic code of itself that brings forth something not of that genetic code? What would you say?
No.
You don't know anything like that.
We just said Allah doesn't have a genetic
So
code.
you have to believe in. Hang on. But genetic code is in quotation marks. What I'm trying to say is.
No.
No, but listen.
I told you, Allah is
Listen.
nothing like His creation.
What do you know of that?
Of what?
You say Allah is nothing like creation. I'm trying to ascertain.
I told you. You know what Allah's
You
real
don't
about
know.
is.
It's a belief.
Okay. No, it's not a belief because it's not without knowledge.
All right, we're
it's not without proof.
We're
It's not
gonna go
without
around in
evidence.
circles now.
No, the reason we're not going around in circles
We're
is
gonna
because
go
I
around
have
in
evidence for what I believe. You have no evidence for what you believe. Yet you
I
believe.
don't need evidence for a belief, bro.
What?
I don't need evidence
No, of
for
course
a
you don't.
belief.
All right.
If I believe, listen, if I said
But
to you,
right now-
hang on,
but
if I
right
said
now-
to you today, I believe in aliens.
Why do you?
No, if I said that to you today,
speak to
if
your
I said I
ancestors.
believe in aliens today, and it's a belief, knowing it's subjective, you don't have to prove just something that seems true to me. I believe it.
Just as my
I
daughter,
go to bed at night and I
just as
sleep
my
and I sleep
daughter,
fine.
just as my daughter gets the idea there's a monster under her bed and something she's seen, there's reasons why you accept what you believe. Now you believe in your ancestors and such. Obviously it's to do with the heritage, because I'm pretty sure if you were a Hindu, you wouldn't believe that. Pretty sure.
I can't speak for you. I'm not Hindu. So
No, you know what Hindus believe, isn't it?
yeah.
Right. So I'm pretty sure if you were brought up in Delhi, yeah, and you never had this idea put in your brain that you converse with dead people, yeah, then you wouldn't have this idea you converse with dead people. But you have this idea you converse with dead people and that these dead people guide you. Yeah? Now, which generation of ancestor are we referring to here? Are we talking ancient Egyptians or are we talking about...
How were the ancient Egyptians my ancestors?
Do you not believe that?
I don't know that.
You don't believe that? You don't
I
accept
don't
that?
know that.
You don't accept that?
No, I don't know that.
Do you believe it though?
I don't know that they were.
I'm not,
I just gave you an
Did I ask you,
answer.
do you know? Do you believe it? You believe you speak to your
I
ancestors?
just gave you an answer.
No, you didn't. I said you believe you speak to. Do you believe your ancestors were ancient
I
Egyptians?
speak to my ancestors.
Do you believe?
I know what they look like when I speak to them, and I hear what they say. That's true to me. I'm not saying.
Are your ancestors ancient?
Why does that matter?
Do you believe it?
No, why does that? I want to know why that matters.
Why it matters?
Yeah, I want to know why that matters.
Because just like my daughter believes there's a monster under her bed, I want to know why you believe you told her dead people.
I don't. That's happened to you. I don't need to.
I'm not asking you to prove it. I want to know why you believe it. I'll make it simple for you. Okay. You're talking about all these people not Muslim, how they become Muslim, right? The first thing is all these people have been brain defiled with different ideas of God, with different ideas of
Alright, so you guys have been brain defiled.
Yeah. No, here's what you got to understand.
You're brain defiled.
Here's what you got to understand, yeah. Here's what you got to understand. People are products of their social condition. Alright? Now, Christians in this country, yeah, were persecuted into being Christians. Yeah, Catholics persecuted, Protestants persecuted, right? In South America, the conquistadors, when they went there, yeah, they forced Christianity on the people. Now, generations later now, they're all walking with the cross on Easter and all this business, yeah, right? Because of their ancestors. Just like the black slave trade in America, yeah? They were taken from the Muslim lands. Kunta Kinte in roots, yeah?
Do you remember the Muslim slave trade?
Kunta Kinte, is he Muslim? He was a Muslim, isn't
No,
he?
do you remember the Muslim slave trade? Remember the Arab
Nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're not talking about. But we're talking about people. We're talking about, if you're talking about how African tribes used to enslave other African tribes and sell them to Arabs, no problem. Anyway,
Is that what happened?
What?
Why is that what happened?
You don't believe that? You don't believe that?
Oh, mate.
Oh, sorry.
Mate, this is what I studied, but continue.
Are you saying African tribes did not enslave other African tribes and sell them to the Arabs? Are you saying they didn't? Or are you saying the Arabs went into Africa with Zulu warriors, yeah, and they defeated and enslaved them?
What was the Zulu warriors thing? What was that?
I'm talking with regards to the men. They're strong, they're powerful, they're in the jungles, it's their manner. You think Arabs from the desert are going to go and start enslaving people?
You need to watch what you're doing. You need to watch what you're doing.
Yeah,
You
why?
need to really watch
Why?
what you're doing.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, forgive me, that wasn't a racist comment. I'm talking about the power of the Zulus.
it was.
You need to watch what you're doing.
It wasn't racist.
Yeah,
all right.
For the purpose of the camera, it wasn't racist. What I was making a point is that in Africa, they're big men, yeah, strong men,
Yeah.
hunters, yeah. For a week, for an Arab to wander off the desert into the jungles and start enslaving them is mind-boggling. When you look at the history of Africa, you'll see African tribes, when they attacked other tribes, enslaved them and sold them as slaves. And that's where the slave... Anyway, I don't want to digress.
Let's not digress.
Anyway, the point I was making with regards to slavery is that the religion of their ancestors was removed from them and Christianity was forced upon them. My point is this, when I said to all these people have been brain defiled, is the fact that what they believe has been not there is what their social conditioning is, and what someone taught them, who and at the end of the chain forced them to believe. And now it seems natural, yeah, but it wasn't. Ireland used to be Unitarian Christians, never Catholics, Unitarians. Yeah, England was pagan until Charlemagne. Yeah,
What's a pagan?
worshipping idols and such. So until Charlemagne came to England and forced Christianity on England, yeah, it wasn't a natural thing to be Christian. But today, it's a Christian country, apparently. Yeah. So what I'm saying to you is this: until you break down the parameters of what people's subjective beliefs are and challenge them. So I'm challenging your ancestor, for example, because if you come to the idea, why do I believe that I talk to dead people? Why is it? What have I read that told me this? Who told me I'm speaking to dead people? My ancestors who are guiding me. How can I trust their guidance? How do I know they were on good guidance? Yeah? Until you challenge that, you'll never come to Islam. You'll never come to anything else. So you've got to tear down those walls first.
Let's see if my African or many African ancestors were on good guidance. Let's just look at the basics.
Let's establish first you're speaking to them.
Hang on. Ancient African societies had they revered the water, air, many of them, sun, moon, trees, animal life. I'm not finished. You rolled for about 3 minutes, bro.
I have to say one thing.
You rolled for about 3 minutes. Let me roll. No. Let me roll. These people had deities, or they deified these things, almost like gods, not actually like gods. Today, Western society, Muslim society, mess up your water supply. They mess up your air supply. What? They mess up your they mess up your air supply. They mess up the animal life. They mess up the plant life. Maybe, just maybe, if you guys had more of an inkling as to the nature in which gives you life, you wouldn't be messing it up. So I would say my ancestors were smarter than you guys. Because now, you guys are living in some really messed up world where the trees are being chopped down and the water's being polluted and the air's being messed up.
Right.
That's what you guys are living in, or that's what we're all living in. Whereas these people who weren't doing it, you called them primitive and pagan.
Okay, first thing.
I'm just saying.
Okay, first thing.
Those people were smarter than you.
Okay.
But you had Allah, and you had Jesus, and you had Yahweh. But your whole planet's being destroyed. But you got God though.
Okay.
Whereas these, But these people knew the divinity of nature. They knew the divinity that they were living in because they were part of it. They never separated themselves from it. Okay? So we know how to live in harmony with the planet. We know how to live in harmony with the planet that we inhabit. You don't. But you got Allah though.
Let's deal with your.
You got Allah though.
Okay, let's deal with your logical fallacy.
Yeah, let's go.
I never once said African ancient people were primitive. Yeah, I personally love.
But you would say they're pagan though, right?
I didn't say that.
No, but you wouldn't.
I didn't.
No, you didn't. But would you?
I don't know. Right. I personally, when I've read the 42 tenets basically, I think they're fantastic. Of Mahat, yes. The 42 tenets of Mahat are fantastic. Yeah. I have no problem with that. For me, that's Islam. I love it. I have no problem with it. That's why I was asking you.
They never called it Islam though, funnily enough. You would say it's Islam, but they never called it Islam.
I love the tenets of it. if you follow those tenets, I'll roll with that. I think it's fantastic. If you're on that, yeah.
Right.
Now, let me ask you, what do your ancestors say with regards to racism? And thinking that one race is superior to another? Yeah, because you take guidance from your ancestors, isn't it? Your ancestors guide you.
No, not in everything, no.
Oh, they don't guide you?
I guide myself in a lot of things.
So what do they guide you in? Or don't they
Why
guide
does that
you?
matter? I'm not going to tell you what they guide me
Because
with,
your
what they don't
worldview is
guide me
being
with.
formed of this subjective
That's
belief.
right, that's right.
And it's poison.
But
it's poison.
if you say so.
But do you believe in racism? Do you believe one man is superior over another man due to the
believe in
colour of his skin?
racism.
Do you? Do you believe in the
Do you know
idea?
what racism is?
Yes, one race thinking it's superior over another race.
All right, let's look at that definition. Let's see that.
Do you believe that?
Let's see that.
Do you believe that?
And then let's ask the question.
Alright.
I don't know if that. Let's ask the question. Who defined racism?
Me. Do you believe?
Hang on. Was racism defined by people who never actually experienced
I'm
it?
asking you. Do you believe one race is superior
Hang on,
over another race
I'm asking
due to
you.
their heritage or colour of skin? Yes
I'm
or no?
asking you.
Do you believe that?
Did a people
Did a people?
Did a people that have never experienced racism,
Do people believe?
that have never experienced it, define racism?
I'm asking you. This
No.
is what you believe.
This is what's happened though.
It's what you believe.
No, people who have never experienced racism
No, I'm
thought
dealing
they
with your
could define
subjective
it.
beliefs, mate. I'm dealing with
That's
your
what- no,
subjective
that's what-
beliefs.
that's what happened.
I'm not speaking to everybody else here. I'm speaking to you, mate. And I want to know about you and your subjective beliefs and your guidance from your ancestors. Do you believe one person or one race is superior over another race due to colour of skin or heritage?
Now, hang
Or
on.
not?
Let's look at the actual definition of racism, right? As defined by a psychiatrist.
What? Just define it by the dictionary.
No. We can't define it by a dictionary, bro. Because the dictionary is hang on. No, but let me ask you a question.
I take back the word racism.
No, but let me
I
ask.
take it back. I take it back.
But let me ask you a
I
question.
take it back. I take it back.
No, he asked a good question.
No, don't
he asked a good
ask
question.
questions. Don't
No,
ask
he asked a good question. He said, what I'm trying to say is...
I told you to let the guy slip.
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
Who can I speak to?
Would you allow... All right, I'll ask you.
Put your hand up or you
All right,
scratch your head?
I'll ask you. If a family of people had been raped for 50 years consistently, I'm asking you, 50 years consistently, and then the rapists of that family chose to define rape, would that be fair? You didn't ask the people who were actually raped for 50 years. Would you ask the people who are the rapists to define rape, or the people who are the actual victims of rape? Who would you ask? Who would have a better understanding of what rape actually was?
Okay, just to break down this paradigm, yeah?
I'm asking you.
I've talked about the word racism, basically. I took it back.
No, but I'm asking you.
I was wrong.
Don't take it back. Don't take it back.
I took it back.
I'm
I
asking you.
apologise. No, I took it back.
In fact, you took it back. Fine.
I took it
But I'm
back.
asking you a
No, I'm
another
asking you
question.
the question.
No, I'm asking you a question.
So
Who would better
would you
understand
find-
what rape was? The rape victim who's been consistently raped, or the rapist? Or is it good to understand both sides of what one person thinks is rape and what the other person thinks is rape? What do you think?
Well, who defines a rapist?
The rapist, according to you,
No, I didn't.
the people.
I didn't say that.
Hang on, the people
No,
who.
I didn't.
Hang on.
Don't build no straw man.
Hang on.
Throw those red herrings back in the river.
It's metaphorical. It's metaphorical.
Yeah, well, stop your logical fallacies, mate. You want to talk logic? Speak logic. Stop bringing logical fallacies in.
Let me speak.
All right.
Oxford Dictionary was written, or the definition of racism in the Oxford Dictionary was written by white people, yeah? Would we say Aborigines wrote it? Nah. Would we say Africans wrote it? Nah. We would say a people that have never actually experienced racism thought they could define what racism was.
White people.
So shall we read? So let's read what the actual
No,
definition
I
of
take it back.
racism.
I take it back.
Oh, so you don't want to know it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Right. Let me ask you the question again. Do you believe one race of people is superior over another race of people?
No.
In regards to their skin colour or heritage?
What I know is black African people are the mothers and fathers of every
Right.
people here. That's what I know.
Right. So do you believe?
So is your mother superior to you?
do you believe black people are
That can be
superior to white
subjective.
people?
No, I believe no. I know that black people are the mothers and fathers, or the blueprint of humanity.
Do you believe black people
That's
are
what I know.
superior?
No, I told you what I know. I'm not talking about beliefs.
Do you accept that black people
I
are
don't
superior to
I
white
don't
people?
want no. I'm
I
not
don't
talking about
accept
beliefs.
that. Do you accept that?
I'm not talking about no beliefs.
I
I'm
didn't say
about
belief.
knowing.
I said accept. Do you accept that
Listen.
black people are superior to white people?
Acceptance is your word.
Yeah.
You want
Do
to
you
use the word
accept it?
accept. I'm talking about knowings and beliefs.
So you know black people.
I know black people gave birth to every
So you
race
say,
of people
so
around
you
here.
know.
I know that.
You know,
I
or
know
you
that.
think, based on whatever you've read, that black people are superior to white people. That's what you're saying.
Did I say that?
Yes. That's exactly what you said.
I said that.
Yes.
When?
You said because black people are the mothers of white people, therefore you're not better than your mother, so obviously your mother's better than you. That's what you said. And I just timed on it.
Hang on a minute. What? When? Anyone?
Can't you just answer the question?
Anyone?
Shall I
Did he
repeat
just
the
hear what he
question?
wanted to
Shall I
hear?
repeat the question?
Yeah, the
Shall I
man
repeat
just
the
heard what he
question?
wanted to hear, though.
It's very clear.
Yeah, you just heard
I'll
what he
make it
wanted
easy
to hear,
for you.
though.
I'm going to show you.
No,
Come out.
and this
Come
time,
out.
and this time, say what I actually said.
Oh, you might actually say yes. Do you believe black people are superior to white people?
So you can use people around the camera now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I believe?
Black people are superior to white people? No. Do you believe black people are superior to white people? Do you believe black people are superior to white people? Do you believe black people are superior to white people?
I don't do it with this. I do it with
Oh, come on, answer the question, man. Please, answer the question.
Do you
I
think
do
black
know it.
people
I just said
you hid behind the word, eh? You're going to abstain from the answering now. Go on. Do you accept black people are superior to white people?
Do I accept
Black people are superior to white people.
white people? In what sense?
They're superior.
In what sense?
In every sense.
This conversation's gone
In what
everywhere
sense?
today, bro.
Just overall. Just overall.
Everywhere.
Just overall. No.
No. Knowledge? No.
Sorry, say again.
In knowledge?
In knowledge.
We were the first with knowledge.
It depends on what you're saying.
Okay, so
It depends on what you're saying. If you're saying
I knew to ask you.
no. If you're saying if ancient cultures,
You do.
you have to go to this now.
Something dropped.
You do. You believe you speak to your ancestors without proof. So you
Yeah,
do
but
believe.
so that's my belief. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly. Thank you. So you do believe that.
Yeah.
All right. So do you accept black people are superior to white people?
I know that black people are the mothers and
Can you
fathers
answer the question?
of the planet.
Can you answer the
Now.
question? Can you answer the question?
Now.
So were my ancestors black?
Yes, they are. I'm sorry to say, but they were, yeah.
Oh, why are you sorry to say that?
Because you are
sorry to say
you
that?
are a poor
Why are you sorry
excuse.
to
You
say
are a poor excuse for a child, bro. I'm just telling you, you're a poor excuse for
I
a
don't
child.
teach my children racism. I don't teach my children that they're superior
Bro,
to
you
someone
don't have
else
to
because
teach your
of their
children
skin.
racism.
No, I don't teach
Racism
it.
is taught as soon as you step out the bloody front door. You don't have to teach it.
Well, this
to
is the
them.
beautiful thing, you see, because my way of life is Islam, and Islam doesn't allow racism
Yeah,
either.
all right, mate. All right,
yeah,
mate.
that's right.
If you say so,
So
mate.
basically,
just like your
my guidance,
your Zulu.
My guidance.
Yeah, that's like that. Yeah.
That's-
That's like no, it doesn't. That's not
Okay,
racism.
what was,
though.
no. Okay,
Oh.
for the purpose of the
No, it doesn't teach racism though.
goes to
But the
show
Zulu.
everybody's seen Zulu. Everyone's
Do
seen
you know
the
why?
power.
Do you know why?
Everyone's seen
Do you
the
know why,
power
my
of the
friend?
Africans, yeah?
I tell you
Everyone's seen the
something.
power of the Africans.
I
yeah?
tell
and you
you.
cannot enslave those boys. You
I tell
can't
you-
just go and enslave them, bro.
I tell you-
They're
I tell you
tribes,
something.
they're organised, they've got the trees, they know the score, yeah?
I tell you something.
Arabs off the desert can't just walk there and start.
I tell you why you did that. I tell you why you
It's
did that.
impossible.
Because you don't even understand that racism is a subconscious conversation that's going on in everyone's brain right now, bro. You don't even understand
think it's
it.
a conscious-
That's why.
I think it's
No,
conscious,
that
mate.
is why you
I think it's
went to
on the table, mate.
and we're like, oh no, it wasn't actually racist
Okay, when I
because
said ooh, I'm
because
talking
there's a
about
subconscious
imagine,
conversation
Arabs.
already going on, bro.
If anything, you
Exactly.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
Exactly. I'm saying
Come on,
how.
man.
Listen to it. Listen
Come
to this.
on,
Yeah?
bro.
Don't listen to this. How did weak? Listen to the word weak Arabs trundling
No,
off
no,
the
no, no,
desert,
no.
going to
Oh, no,
Africa
no.
and take on these strong African warriors?
Because you have
Impossible,
because
mate.
you have no idea.
racist. It's been racist to Arabs, mate.
You have no idea.
The Arabs are people with me,
You
mate.
have people generally.
Oh my days.
People generally have no idea about.
Ridiculous, mate.
You have no idea about. You have no idea about Neanderthal genes, aggression, axiology.
Islam prohibits racism, mate.
Yeah.
Prohibits it, mate.
Yeah, but it just so
So
happens
if you want,
that
if you want
but it just so
racism
happens
out
that
of your
many
life,
Muslims are
follow
racist.
Islam, because racism is eradicated.
No, Islam doesn't permit racism.
Prohibits racism.
But it just so happens
Should we just
that many
clarify?
Muslims are
Sorry,
racist.
Yeah, exactly.
It
One
just so
second,
happens.
before we
it just
continue,
so
let's just clarify what he said, yeah? He said Arabs, no, hold on, mate. Arabs wouldn't be able to go in and defeat
Yes, they would.
the African. No, but I'm telling you what he said. He said Arabs would not be able to go into the jungle or anywhere and into Africa and defeat the African
nation,
warriors.
no chance.
That puts Arabs down. He's not putting
chance.
Africans down. He's saying Africans are strong. Is that not what you stated?
Exactly what I said, mate.
If you want to twist
but
that,
how
these
did-
guys
how
have
did-
a general.
how did
I
white
want to hear the
people do it?
logical answers
Bro,
here.
bro, bro,
If
bro.
we can bring the logical debate, that would be better.
I tell you something.
Get back to the, hold on a second.
I tell you
Get back
something.
to the whatever
Right, you
the
defend
damn
him, defend him,
subject
defend
was,
your
mate.
master, defend
I'm
your
asking you, mate.
Defend
Is that
your master,
racism,
defend your
bro?
master.
Is that racism?
Huh?
Is that racism?
Is what racism?
Is that racism? Is he
What?
my
Why do you think I'm his
In what
master?
sense?
Defend your master. I never said that.
Well, I'm paraphrasing. Yeah, there's quite a few
Well, then
comments.
quote my words, innit? Don't paraphrase,
Shall I
bro.
read? Should I read your words?
Yeah, go for it. But don't like make things up.
All right. You know what? I apologise. I'll read your words. What was it?
I said I'm gonna wrap you up. That's what I'm
SARA
gonna wrap the
exposed.
Muslims
That's
up.
what it said.
Wrap you up.
HAMZA is next. I think that was the exact.
I'm gonna wrap you up.
You didn't wrap us up.
I didn't wrap you up.
You wrapped nothing up.
I wrapped you up, bro.
All you did was talk about
I wrapped you up
penises.
nice
mate.
and comfy.
I mean, talking about straw men, I'd be flipping that.
I'm trying to
how
tell
you got to
you.
penises, man. I was told you slip conversations, but bro, you went out there.
right.
The point we were talking about, you're going to prove to me about how me talking to non-Muslims about Allah makes no sense to them,
Yes.
and you ended up telling me how white people talk about black penises. I just don't get it, mate. I really don't.
Hang on, how far into the conversation
I don't
did
get
that
it, mate. I don't know how you got to that.
How far in the conversation did that happen?
Oh, bro.
And why did that happen?
I don't know how it happened.
Bro,
mate.
come on, don't
I don't know how it
act
happened,
silly.
mate.
You started talking about racism and that's how that came.
If you
up.
come if you come with a point,
Let's not be
stick to
silly.
the point.
Let's not be
Prove
silly.
the point.
Do you know how many points we came through today? Do you know how many points we actually touched on today? Racism was the last
think
point,
you
and that's where
refuted
the
every
penis
point,
debate
mate.
came in. So don't act
I
like
think you
we
refuted
jumped
every
from
point.
bloody
Anyway.
that place to that place with no kind of, you know, in between.
No, but your original point hasn't been proven.
Yo, it has been proven.
How was it proven?
Because oh my god, I'm gonna go back again. Because
What was your original point?
hang on, because we don't know of anything that does that.
That wasn't your point.
Yes, it was. We don't know of anything
You
that has
said-
its own genetic code, its own
You
thing.
said-
And hang on, I'm telling you how I proved it. We don't know of anything that has its own genetic code and then produces something not of its genetic code. We don't know of anything like that. We believe in things like that.
What's my
We
response
don't
to that?
know of
What's
anything
my
like
response to
that.
that?
It's nonsense response.
What's my
You have to
response?
repeat yourself.
Okay,
It was a nonsense
it's
response.
very, very simple response. Okay. First thing, yeah, you said that me talking to people, non-Muslims, about Islam, yeah, don't understand what I mean when I speak about Allah. Yeah?
With those parameters.
Now, the logical
With those parameters.
Okay, you know the logical fallacy.
With those parameters.
You know the logical fallacy. Evidence of absence, and absence of evidence, and not evidence of absence. Yes.
Okay.
So just because you don't know something, first of all, just because you don't know something
Right.
for surety,
Right.
doesn't mean that something doesn't exist.
But you're believing it.
No.
But there's a difference.
No, it's not.
You're
No, it's
believing
not.
it. There's a
No, it's
difference.
not. No, it's not. There's a reason why I'm accepting it. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the word acceptance.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh yeah, the word acceptance.
You're the believer. You're the one believing. You're the one believing without knowledge, mate. I'm accepting what I believe with intellectual investigation. That's the difference between me and thee. 100%, mate, yeah? So basically, you're trying to say that when I speak about Allah to non-Muslims, I make no sense. Yeah? Because you don't know of anything that exists.
No, but neither do you.
Without a cause.
But even no.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
without a cause.
Because let's use
No,
your.
that wasn't
let's
the
use-
argument.
It's the same argument.
That wasn't the
It's the
argument.
same
No.
argument.
I'm not gonna allow you.
Really?
I'm not gonna allow you to just put words in my
Really?
mouth like that. I'm not gonna allow that.
Okay, you're
Come
saying
on.
to me,
Come
because you
on. I'm
don't
not gonna
know-
allow that. Come on.
All right,
Just
all right,
you
all
know I'm smarter than this. Don't do that.
Because you
Shabir
said-
tried to do that. It doesn't work.
One second.
It doesn't work.
You said-
Now listen.
1 second. No. You said because you don't know of something that can exist by itself, so self-sustain and such, yeah? That means that thing doesn't exist.
No, that's not what I said either.
What did you say?
Because you weren't listening. That's why you asked.
You said, do we know of anything that can create something out not in its genetic code? Yes, that's what you said.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Do we know anything?
No.
That can make that?
Right? Can something exist?
Okay, that's
that
it.
doesn't
No
mean-
is the answer.
You don't know
No.
that. You don't know that.
No, you said
You
no.
can't know that.
You said no.
No. But I said
No, did you just say no?
I said no. What we no. You said
All right, go
something
back.
that exists. Like for example, a monkey having chairs is ridiculous.
Right, it's ridiculous, right?
That is
Absolutely.
Okay, alhamdulillah. But the idea.
And something else creating something that's not of like it is.
No, but because of cosmology and because of science and because of Albert Einstein and all of these great scientists, white scientists, I must add, that you like to take Stephen Hawking, I think.
I think that was Gary, so don't worry.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, you're both on the same tip. I know you both hate.
I know all us black guys look alike.
I know you don't want the white man telling you.
All us black guys look alike, right?
You don't need the white man telling you
Yeah,
what's
all
what.
us
I know
black
you don't
guys
like the
look
white man
alike.
telling you what's what.
All us black guys look alike, that's what it is. If one black guy says
So
the other
anyway,
black guy.
so they indicate an initial cause. And because it indicates an initial cause, that cause has to be independent of anything. So it doesn't have a genetic code from anything else. It has to be something completely abstract from what we have. And we know Allah says He is exactly that. So it's simple, mate.
Is that a belief or a knowing, bro?
It's an acceptance due to the evidence, mate.
All right, let's forget
SARA?
this. Let's forget this, bro. Let's forget it. Yeah, let's forget it.
الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر